Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got a price point for the Bray Wyatt pack, Bray Wyatt edition, whatever you want to call it. I definitely want to get into it, talk about the content, the details, how it looks like in game. Let's go on ahead and get into it. Now, when you play with this Bray Wyatt in game, it is pretty dope, I must admit. I think that 2K has done an incredible job with detailing models, characters, especially with the DLC this year. I think that they've done a very good job. Now, we did get the price point of $9.99 for this pack, which, if I'm being honest, for the amount of content we got, it's not a bad price at all. Comparing it to the Bad Bunny pack last year, you can argue that they definitely did a better job, you know, designing this DLC and making sure that we got our money's worth out of this DLC. Now, I did mention in the past that I thought it should have been free. I still think that, but just to justify the price a little bit, I think that the content involved in this pack makes the pack justifiable to those Bray Wyatt fans and people who just want to go on ahead and pay the $10. $10 is not bad at the end of the day. I honestly thought it would be $19.99. Part of me did. Part of me thought that it would be $10. I'm glad that, you know, I was right on the $10 part, because that's how much the Bad Bunny pack was last year. But it is definitely interesting, you know, how they went about the price point and everything like that. Now, while we are still here, I definitely want to talk about the fact that WWE 2K24 is now on sale for $60 if you do have Xbox Game Pass. And then as well, if you are interested in the Bray Wyatt edition, that is $90. I recommend that you just go on ahead and buy this edition, the 40 Years of WrestleMania, and then spend an extra $9.99 if you are looking to play this game. Again, it's just what your cup of tea is when it comes down to it. I personally think that there's, you know, for that price, you can go on ahead and try it out. And then you also have the Bray Wyatt edition, which is $9.99, and that's just what it is. That includes the debut of a brand new playable version of The Fiend, which was the Becoming Immortal one. And then you also get Uncle Howdy, you get some VC, you get some My Faction cards. And honestly, I'm not going to blow your ears up talking about My Faction, because I understand that you guys don't want to talk about that or hear about it. But hey, it does come with it if you are a My Faction fan. Now, for $9.99, the amount of content that you are getting, it is not bad. But again, it just depends on how you want to look at it, because some of the guys might want to go on ahead and grab that, or ladies might want to go on ahead and grab that pack for $9.99. Again, it's well priced. I'm not gonna crap on them for not having it well priced. I mean, if this was AEW Fight Forever, y'all know I gotta get my little shots in, we would have been paying around $25 for something like this. So I honestly can't be mad at it. When looking at it, it looks good. Now, I am happy that Bray Wyatt, you know, he just got his justice. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that his model was bad, but like, this is a good way to honor Bray in the video game. You got his attire that never made it to real life. You brought it in to, you know, the game, and it just looks fantastic. It looks amazing. Uncle Howdy looks amazing as well, and there is a couple of actually like Uncle Howdy's up on community creations that look exactly like the one with the Wyatt 6. And then you also have as well an actual Bo Dallas model. Shout out to What's the Status for that. I mean, there's so much. And even when Bray Wyatt is doing his finisher and he's crawling backwards, you see the mask and the detail in the back of his mask, which I think looks great. For $9.99, I'm not gonna knock this, because after playing with it, it looks smooth, graphically looks great. And when you compare it to, you know, what we got last year at this point in the year, it's honestly a huge step up. And, you know, somebody that we loved as a wrestler got, you know, just honored the correct way. I mean, I don't think it can be any better than this. Now, for 2K25, I hope that this is not a Persona card, and I hope that it's actually in the game. I am glad that they chose the approach of, all right, we're gonna just give it to them for $9.99. We're not gonna have them gamble for this, because I think that's where they fall in this trap where it's like, all right, that's a little bit greedy, you know what I'm saying, for certain stuff. I understand the CM Punk, but Bray Wyatt, obviously, that's a more sentimental value for a lot of fans, and you don't want to make those fans spend that money to gamble to get this, you know, character of Bray Wyatt. I'm just glad that it was like, here, this is what you're getting for this much, and, you know, you walk away happy as a fan. So as a consumer, and the price that I see on this, $10 is not bad. Again, just to emphasize, I do think that it should have maybe cost less or even been free, but $10 as a business, it's okay. It's not the worst thing ever, and, you know, I'm not gonna crap on them for that. I think that they did the right thing by keeping the price this low. I don't think it's gonna get lower than that ever. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on this. Now, with everything being said, I do rate this DLC about an 8 out of 10. That's just it. And it's not too many characters. It's not too many details. I'm just honestly happy that, you know, he was honored the correct way. This is Bray Wyatt becoming immortal. Somebody who, you know, we didn't think we would lose this early. And we got him in a game with his attire that obviously never made it. So I am happy about that. I think that that's a win. Now, we don't know if we're going to get any more surprise DLCs. I do think that this is a great idea to do, you know, every year. And that's just what it is. I think that this is something that they need to continue doing. Keep fans involved, to keep fans, you know, entertained. Surprise DLCs like this, especially when we don't see, you know, them working on this or them marketing this, I think that it really works out for the fans because it's kind of like a surprise. You're happy. You're like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying? I did think that it was going to be like the whole Wyatt 6 family before everything was revealed, but I am happy with this. You know what I'm saying? And don't even let me get started on the Fiend Championship, which I think is a super, super neat design in game. This is something that I believe we've never had in game, and they got it in game as part of this DLC. So I am happy to actually see that. I like, again, the details that they added with this is pretty good, and 2K is very, very good at getting the details, you know, well designed in game. I just kind of wish that, you know, they just did a better job with the patches and stuff like that, if I'm being honest. Like yesterday, there was a patch, and the patch didn't really have anything but my faction models in it. And nonetheless, those are probably some of the best my faction models we've gotten all year. But we want to see actual fixes and not stuff that's locked behind the paywall. The WCW pack is coming up in the next month. We're about maybe 5 weeks away from that. I am excited for that. I am excited for DDP, Mr. Perfect. I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers in there that I know a lot of people are excited for to see. And I think that it is going to be a very, very good pack, especially to close out the year. After November, then it's December and we're off to the races, man. I think that it is an exciting time, you know, or we're getting to that exciting time where we're talking about the next game. I know a lot of you guys are obviously, you know, a little bit fed up with everything that's going on. You guys aren't happy with the product, but let's just be honest. A large percentage, a large majority are going to be hyped for 2K25, including myself, just hoping that maybe we get a universe mode rebrand or something like that. My general consensus with this pack is, man, $9.99 is not the worst price thing. I don't think that it's something that we should be all in all about. And that's just what it is. I'm not trying to, you know, shift my opinion or anything like that. I do believe that, you know, it should have been lower, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? $9.99 isn't the worst price for the consumer. And I think that's all that matters, especially if you're a Bray Wyatt fan. They're not breaking your bank. $10, you know what I'm saying? You can get that. You know what I mean? It's a little bit easier to afford. So I'm glad that it wasn't $19.99 and it's $9.99. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys feel about, you know, the Bray Wyatt pack, how the details look, you know, the championship, Uncle Howdy. Let me know how you guys feel down below about this pack, because I am kind of happy after playing it myself and seeing the details and things like that. So yeah, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys did enjoy this video, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.